One day, Ola was given a small clay pot by her Auntie Gozy to fetch water from the stream. It was her favorite pot because it was painted with bright colors, but as she was climbing up the hill from the stream, she stumbled on a rock, and the pot slipped from her hands. It shattered into pieces. Ola sat down and cried. She was so afraid of what her auntie would say, but just then, she heard Papa Kenna's voice. He had been on his way to the stream and saw her sitting there with tears in her eyes. "Why are you crying, my child?" he asked gently. "My pot, it's broken," she sniffled. "Auntie will be angry." Papa Kenna looked at the pieces of the pot, then back at Ola. He wiped her tears and said, "Ola, sometimes things break, but a broken pot does not make you any less loved. Let us gather the pieces and see what we can do." Papa Kenna took the broken pot to his friend, a potter in the village, who promised to fix it. This small kindness made Ola feel hope again. One day, while Ola was walking through the market square, she saw a woman selling yams and vegetables. The woman noticed Ola's tattered clothes and sad eyes. Her name was Mama Chica, and she had a gentle face and a warm smile. "Ola, my child, are you hungry?" Mama Chica asked. Ola nodded shyly. She hadn't had much to eat that day. Ola's days were a little brighter because of Papa Kenna and Mama Chica, but still, she often felt lonely, watching other children play in the village square. One morning, as she walked along a dusty path near the forest, she saw a boy sitting alone under a tree. He looked sad, just like her. Ola walked up to him and said, "Hello, my name is Ola. Why are you sitting here alone?" The boy looked up and smiled a little. "I am Emika," he replied. "I came to visit my grandmother, but I don't know anyone here." Ola sat down beside him. "I don't have many friends either," she said quietly. "Maybe we can be friends." From that moment, Emika and Ola became close friends. They played together, shared stories, and laughed. Emika taught Ola some of his favorite games, and Ola showed him her secret place by the river, where she liked to listen to the birds sing. A few weeks later, the village was preparing for the New Yam Festival. It was the biggest celebration of the year, with dancing, drumming, and feasting. Everyone wore colorful clothes and painted their faces with white chalk. Ola watched from a distance, feeling both excited and sad. She loved the festival, but she didn't have any nice clothes to wear, and her sandals were worn out. One day, Auntie Gozy's prize chicken went missing, and she blamed Ola. "You must have left the gate open," she scolded. Ola felt sad because she didn't think it was her fault. She searched the entire yard, calling, "Clucky, Clucky," but the chicken was nowhere to be found. The next morning, Emika helped Ola search the bushes around the village. At last, they found the chicken scratching in the dirt near the forest. Ola was so happy and ran to tell her aunt. Auntie Gozy was surprised but pleased, and for the first time, she smiled at Ola. It was a small smile, but it warmed Ola's heart. Chapter 9: A Gift from Emika. Ola's friendship with Emika grew stronger each day. One morning, Emika surprised Ola with a small necklace he had made from colorful beads. "This is for you, Ola," he said shyly, "so you will always remember you have a friend." Ola put on the necklace and hugged Emika. She had never received a gift before. From that day on, she wore the necklace every day, feeling proud and loved. One day, Papa Kenna saw Ola watching the older children reading from a storybook under a tree. She looked so eager and curious. "Would you like to learn to read, Ola?" he asked. Ola nodded excitedly. She had always wanted to read stories on her own. Papa Kenna started teaching her each afternoon. Slowly, Ola learned her letters and words. It wasn't easy, but she was determined. With each word she read, a new world opened up to her, and she dreamed of one day reading all the stories in the world. One evening, Ola felt sick with a fever. Her head hurt, and she was too weak to get up. Mama Chica found her and took her to the village healer, a gentle old woman named Neoma. Neoma made a special drink from herbs and told Ola to rest. Over the next few days, Neoma visited Ola, bringing more herbs and comforting her with stories. Slowly, Ola began to feel better, and she was grateful for the healer's care. This kindness made her feel like she had a family once again. As time passed, Ola grew stronger and wiser. She was no longer the sad little girl who felt all alone. She had friends. She had learned to read, and she had people who cared for her every day. She felt a little more hopeful. One day, Papa Kena sat with Ola by the tree and said, "Ola,